because to me, I think like, do you have an elevator or a scale for like the shame scale? Because shame to me is not always the same as embarrassment. Shame is like put on me, and embarrassment is me putting on myself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel embarrassment when you do something and you feel people are judging you. And you feel shame when I mean shame can be put on you, but you can shame yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
And the other I'm working with some people and they're like, "Oh, don't shame." Like heckling and shaming is not the same thing. Teasing and
Right.
shaming is not the same thing.
And
Criticizing and shaming is not the same thing.
yeah, because shame, okay, so shame, if you embarrass me and I feel shame, then I'm shamed. If you try to embarrass me and I'm not embarrassed, there's no shame.
Right. Shame on me.
Okay. Ooh, I
Um,
like this topic. We're gonna get deep in this one. Because,
um,
well, as Gen Xers, though, we grew up knowing shame. If we did something stupid, we did a bonehead thing, we were called out in it. We felt like a bonehead for a minute, and then we figured out we're not going to do that anymore.
the
I
other
just don't feel like we do that these days. It's like, oh
no,
no, don't make anybody feel shameful. Don't make anybody
but
embarrassed. Don't
the
don't
other
hurt.
the other piece of it is, am I owning what I did?
Yeah, and
If
that's
I'm
why
not
we feel the shame because we
right,
own it.
because we're owning it. So like having a conversation with a very young person the other day about um, the pillars of character, and because we're working on, they need to stop lying and they need to stop stealing, and they have these really good pillars of character in every other area, but they feel no shame. They don't even see a problem with, like, this is what trustworthiness looks like. This is what honesty looks like. This is like what integrity means. And I'm like, okay, how does lying and stealing fit into that? And they're like, oh, I guess it doesn't. And I'm with no. And here's part of the reason why. When they do something like that, there are no consequences for them.
Hmm.
We felt shame because we it wasn't like we had the scarlet letter A, or we walked around in the stocks,
Boy, it felt like it sometimes, though,
but
didn't it?
it felt like it. Yes, we were made an example of. We
Hmm.
were our like we had to be vulnerable to like our whole community for
Hmm.
judgment.
Hmm.
Okay, and so judgment is another part of the whole
Yeah.
shame piece, and people are like, "Oh, don't be judgmental." Okay, like let's like why not? Okay, I'm walking down the
It
street.
hurts my psyche.
I'm walking in the yard, and I see this thing going like this,
Lana?
and I judge it to be potentially lethal, and I will either chop it into tiny little pieces or run for my life, or both.
Hmm.
Okay,
I'm running. I'm not, yeah, I'm running. I'm out. I
I
got nothing to prove there.
must admit, at one point I did actually chop up a garden hose because it had this stupid red line on it. And I'm like, who makes it look like this? This is cruel and unusual.
You're so brave. You're my hero.
I just happened to have a shovel in my hand, so
Not
that's what
beer,
it
by the
was.
way.